Hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. Now, this is 100% going to be the final episode, because today we are clearing the 5th and final stratum. Now, as you may have noticed, there's a new member of the team. I've been busy, and when I say busy, I mean I've been busy in rampaging through the entire stratum for about 50,000 times. And I did that to get the remaining gold stones and to get some accessories and whatnot to help build up my team. Now, this is who I've got. This is who we're facing the final stratum with, starting with Vita. And the reason for that is because I like Vita. She's pretty, and she's a badass. Now, we have to have her favorite Azure Knight with her, because these two are a hell of a team. There's no rhyme or reason beyond that. Rufus, same reason. He worked with them, so let's throw them in there. Lloyd, he is just there. He's there to make sure that they don't get out of hand. McBurn? Well, I wasn't expecting to get him, that's for sure. And I heard he's OP as hell. Reen, same story. Ellie probably is a shocker to a lot of people. And that's because I heard from every research that I was doing, she's technically the best healer in the game. So I haven't really tested that, and I'm not sure if we'll have that opportunity. But I brought her in the event that we'll need her. But I will explain more of the teams that I've chosen as we go, because it's going to be quite a lengthy walk. Now, this is the first time I'm ever stepping foot in the 5th corridor. Here's the 5th floor. It feels like something about this place has changed, like it's expanded farther. The enemies here seem much stronger too. We're in unknown territory, so best thing we can do is keep an eye out and move forward. Now, as you'll may be able to tell from my voice, I'm not completely 100% better, but I feel good enough to go ahead and finish this off. And I wanted to, oh, hello, I don't want to fish you yet. I wanted to,
not forget to open that chest.
Explore this. I'm feeling a little bit better. And after I had done a little bit of grinding. What I've been doing in between episodes is I've just been basically doing what you'd assume. I've been going through... Oh, they're going to run for me. How awfully kind of you. Now, I've been busy, as I said earlier. I've been going through all of the floors a couple of times because I've been wanting to just grind up the team and get them ready. I wanted to get their best weapons, their best defensive gear, their accessories. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite as easy as I had thought it would be to grind up everyone's best equipment possible. The biggest hurdle I've been facing is blasting through my U materials. Now, when I first started this game, I had gotten so much. And I think there was even a point where I hadn't used any, and I was just wasting the materials as we were going through the dungeon. I hadn't realized quite how precious these materials would be until it was too late. After figuring out that it wasn't going to be as quite as simple as I had thought it would be, I decided, you know what? There's really nothing more I can do except for,
I do hope you'll forgive us for this.
Do what I can. So while I wasn't able to quite do everything I wanted, I was able to do some things. And one of those things, get everyone's best quartz and sub-quartz. I've been able to upgrade their gear to the best of my ability. I've gotten some of their accessories, but not enough. I've got my main team clearly already prepared for this, so going through this level shouldn't be too hard. I also have been looking at their quartz, not their like master quartz or anything of the sort, but like their the ones that allow you to use spells, so on and so forth. I have done some of theirs, but the guides I've been looking at require quartz that require a hell ton of grinding. I kid you not. I was looking at the recipes for some of them, and some of them require you to use 999 U material. And that's much easier said than actually done, as I've very quickly come to realize. I've been trying to find out if there's a faster way of grinding. There really isn't. It's just do what you can. So, for the most part, I think we're in a satisfactory spot where I can complete the end of the game. Now, anything beyond that, besides, completely, I might have a use for you. But I'm probably gonna hold off until we get to like the very last boss before I look through all the goods that I get from my runs through here. And then try to optimize them with anything further that we've gotten here. On the topic of my teams and why I've built them this way. There's really no rhyme or reason other than these are my favorite characters. I know for a fact I'm not using Vita to her fullest potential, but I still like her as a character because I think she's pretty cool, savvy, and she has been potentially one of the best characters for me in terms of like her character development. I've always found her
hope you'll forgive us for this.
And I very quickly learned that the main attack that has everyone attack is beautiful. It has made going through these bigger bosses so much easier, especially if I've used my character's ult. This is a quicker way to actually grind it up, which I didn't realize would be so easy to do. So I've found out a few little cool tricks here and there that have allowed me to, that have allowed me to more or less enhance my gameplay. But as I was saying for my main team, Vita's there because I like her, same thing with Crow. Rufus has proved to be invaluable, which I'm rather surprised. I'm still reeling over the fact that the game has found a way for me to actually care about him as a character. I guess all it takes is for him to sacrifice himself before I'm like, okay, maybe you're not that bad. And my logic for that is, if you're willing to sacrifice yourself for the betterment for those that you care about, then you can't be that bad of a person. And for those of you who are seeing me run around the monsters and actually not attacking them and are wondering why I'm not bothering, it's because, one, there's no real reason for me to attack them. I know, logically speaking, well, yes there is, because that means I can gather more U materials, but
this one seems
I really don't have a need for it. And as I have done with everyone, here's Vita's as prepped. It's very interesting.
Hark to the aria of the abyss!
I love her character portrait so much. It's so pretty.
Humankind are evildoers, shackled by emotion. Fury, misery, agony, enmity.
Behold, for it longs to be forever at your side!
I'll take care of it.
I love it. She has continued to be... I don't know if I can call her a villain, because, I mean, she has been rather aggressive to us in the past, but at the same time, she's also been very helpful. So I don't know if I'd call her a villain or even an antagonist anymore. It's a weird field of where I feel for her. Going back to my party that I've built.
Keep moving.
My main party right now are all characters, with the exception of Vita, are characters that I have continued to use in prior videos and have just loved. Now, my second half of the party consists of McBurn, Reem, Nadia, and Ellie. Now, many of you are quite possibly surprised with the fact that I've included Ellie. since I wasn't overly fond of her
We'll surely be using this.
in our prior explorations. But I've been doing a lot of research because I wanted to find out the best possible builds to make the ending half easier, and also because I want to prepare for my eventual nightmare run. And a lot of characters, or not a lot of characters, a lot of people have said that Ellie is the best healer in the game.
This'll
Which
come in handy.
I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't really used her that much, so I can't really quite say otherwise. Now this one caught me off guard, and I'm not sure how believable this is, but I've also really never
Alright, let's get this done.
played her much. From what I was reading, Estelle and Joshua are one of the best attackers in the game. I find that a little hard to believe, considering how late we got them in game, and I mean, arguably speaking, I did not give them a chance. But you know, I'm also not gonna say that they're the worst. I really can't say anything
They might be
because
able to do some damage.
never. Oh my god! I did not know you were sneaking up behind me. That one
I'll
was on
take care
me.
of it. All for one.
But this will still make it easier. This is why I've learned to love the UF attack, because holy shit does it do damage. But you know, I haven't really also looked into them. I'm not building them up because
Rearing to go.
I'm familiar with everyone else,
Threat is real.
not with them.
Step of our game. All right.
And see what I mean about how this makes
I'll take care of
gathering
it.
back their craft points so much easier. Oh my god. I'm
for
already almost back to 200 with all of them, and we had just used them not that long ago. I wonder how long
What a waste
this
of time that
final
was.
section of the stratum is going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to maintain like the starting point, then 2 floors, and then the midpoint, and then 3 floors, or something like that. That's what it feels like it's been. I'm collecting all of the treasure chests, no matter how dumb the item might be, because I learned as I was trying to get their accessories that these multiple accessories
Oh, what a lovely treasure
are
chest.
so good because they are starting point items that you can use to like increase to get the better items. My god, I'm having issues talking. Are we gonna be at the midpoint? Not the midpoint. Yeah, actually, would we be at the midpoint now? Oops, that's not what I wanted to hit. I guess it's not gonna let me check. I am just gonna rest for a minute. Oh. Oh. Okay, well that's not really much of a threat now, is it? First off, we'll start like this, and then like this.
To the aria of the abyss!
Humankind are evil
And then we'll start
fury,
with the attack
misery,
of our
Behold,
UF
For
attack.
it longs to be forever at your side!
Our whole party.
It is.
If they even survive that long, because it doesn't look like they're gonna survive past this.
Time to show off. All for one.
Oh, what do you know? They did survive. Well, that was quick and easy. Now to the next half. Now, this is something that's rather humorous, in my opinion.
Looks tough. We'll need to. Watch out. This one's tough.
10 minutes
you ain't
before
going nowhere.
I decided to record, I was 2 golden seals off from the full set. I wasn't
take care of it.
planning on grinding them out before I decided to go recording.
It's my turn. Now.
I was just gonna finish up the 4th floor just to get to the
Too late.
point to come up to the 5th floor.
Time to
And
show
look
off.
would have it that the next
messed with
2
the wrong guy.
strong monsters that I faced actually gave me the final 2 gold ceiling shards. Oh, is this gonna be like a...
I'd advise it.
Oh my god, it is. It is taking... Oh god, this is taking some of my HP with it. can't say I'm quite surprised, but that's different. I don't know if I should be actually fighting you.
All for one?
I mean, I don't think it'll be a problem. You're not the problem. It's the burning effect that I'm a little worried about. Oh god. I didn't realize that we didn't do much damage. Soul Eater will make this a lot easier.
What a waste.
Because at least it will help me maintain my health at a higher level. That's another fun thing I've been farming a lot of, is the ceiling stones. This is officially my least favorite actual floor status affliction. And that's because it's taken HP. I do not like.
Taking that then?
Oh my god.
that like
I don't
what I
want to
think it
fight
is?
anyone. I'm gonna straight up avoid all of you if I can, because there's no really big need to actually face anyone. Oh, we haven't seen this guy, so let's see. What does our Radiant Blade Master have to offer?
Behold, the radiance of an Arcane!
Even with one arm, this man's still a badass.
Radiant Phoenix Blade!
Here I go.
Yep. And then in comparison,
The soul of an Arcade! Ready! Radiant Phoenix Blade!
glad to know that they're not that far off from
My
each
duty
other.
calls.
Is rather strange because of how long this game has been and what a journey it's been from start to finish. I can't quite say I ever found a dull moment with this game, and it's just so fun. I loved it. I loved all the little nuances.
Knew we'd get so lucky.
I loved the character development. There's very few things I hated about this game. And going back to what I had mentioned before about there was one major complaint, and that was the overabundance of characters. That's
curious
the
to
only
see
thing
what's
I
in
really
that
have a
chest
complaint
myself.
about. I guess, technically speaking, it feels a bit too grindy at the end, but at the same time, I'm not too surprised because of the huge catalog of characters
This'll
that
come
we
in handy.
have. And in prior games, it's been a bit too easy
take care
to
of
get
Right.
their best equipment and then move on to nightmare runs. So I get why it's a bit grindier in this game than it has been in prior games, and I don't mind it, to be honest. It feels like there's gonna be a lot of rehashing, and what I mean by that is a lot of resetting the entire stratum, and oh, we're already at the deaths? Wait. Is that a sign that there's another stratum? I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I kind of thought it would be a bit longer before we got to the actual final floor. So, what do we have facing us now? What the fuck is that? I have the McBurn in my party. He's probably looking at the same son of a bitch. Well, this ought to be fun and amusing.
Watch out! This one's tough!
It's a McBurn. Of course it's gonna be tough. Alright, first things first, we're gonna hit you with all of our S-crafts, and then I'll hit you with the UF's attacks. Overlord McBurn, huh? I'm still quite intrigued with that day train that we saw. I'm very intrigued to see how this all ends, because for a while now, I've wondered if the Grandmaster is in fact Adios herself, or has a connection to Adios. Because I remember somewhere in, I think, oh my god. Sorry, that one kind of took me off by guard.
All for one?
And one for all!
I remember in one of the prior Cold Steel games that
Seems
they
I've
had
let my guard
mentioned
down.
Let's go.
that there's like a real world? Oh, I don't remember how they put it, but I remember
Are of those.
that they kind of implied that we have like a glass ceiling over our world, and we're being barred from seeing the other
Time that
side.
was.
Oh, I beat him?
But of course.
Interesting. So we beat him. What's next game? Is there a sixth stratum? I'm wondering. Surely there's gonna be like an orbital station. Well, I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see it replicate that form. This dump might be more fun than I gave it credit for. I'm just happy we were able to make it through with that serious injury. Yeah, tell me about it. Still, a being of the divergent law showing itself here certainly calls for concern. He's the overlord of the beyond, isn't he? I thought he couldn't appear within normal spaces. That assumes the Reverie Corridor itself is a normal space. Huh? What's got a cloud over you goody-goody sunshines? I guess it's true if that thing wasn't careful. This whole space come crashing down. The administrator bringing it here tells me they aren't messing around. What the hell? Who is that? Why do they have a white silhouette? It'll take more than that to kill. What? Did she just talk? And she looks just like Lapis? Wait. No. Kia? If you insist on going any further, then you had best prepare yourselves for what is to come. What the fuck is this place? What did we just see? She didn't seem to be the master of this floor. Right. She was different from them. I almost wonder if she's the real administrator? The highest probability is that she is a part of the Reverie Corridor that has established itself beyond my administrative bounds. Is that Lapis? Oh, no, it's this thing. So the Black Mirror was observing us. I didn't know it could show up like this. It's a lifelike production. Level 4B irregularities have been detected, invoking administrator privileges. Now infiltrating the Reverie Corridor domain for further observation. By irregularities, it must mean... At this point, what isn't irregular? Well, it was worth exploring the area with how much we found. We should get back to the garden and fill everyone else in. Agreed. Let's head back. Granting interconnectivity access. Restrictions have been waived. Long-distance communication is now active. What's going on? It's like some sort of art. Correct. It is now possible to communicate with visitors in the garden from a distance. How incredible. Then we best put it to use. Okay. That's about all we've got on the 5th floor. We better be ready for whatever's in the depths of this place, because it's only getting weirder from here. As the target has yet to be ascertained, it falls outside of the administrative reach of the Black Mirror. Therefore, all operations pertaining to it, including access and termination, are to be denied. I'm at a loss, frankly. That girl doesn't seem to fit in with anything else we've seen so far. Yeah, we're missing the surrounding clues that'll help make sense of her. Who is she? What did she mean when she said those things? Right. We mustn't forget that everything here ties back to Elysium. That should mean the girl with the white silhouette does as well. Is it quite possible that it was Kia, but from an alternate dimension? Because the bottom face shape kind of looked like her. You got any clues, LP? Then again, I also might think it's her. None at the moment, I'm afraid. There's something I wish to have clarified. What sort of havoc are these so-called irregularities causing? That's a good question. I know there was something about interference preventing the corridor from closing, but that's it. What direct effects are they causing? The havoc being referred to is the expansion of the space beyond my administrative bounds. Over time, the space surrounding my central area of control has grown in size. Example, the most recent guardian that appeared. That being was not constructed by me. What? It wasn't? Do you mean the Overlord, in a sense, replaced whatever you intended to be present? Correct. The Reverie Corridor's management system has several limitations in place. Beings in relation to a certain confidential matters are ineligible for reproduction. The Overlord would be one such being. His existence was therefore generated by an irregularity. And that explains why he seemingly appeared out of thin air. Gotta wonder just what else falls under confidential matters, if they can go and drop him on us as a first thing. So if what the administrator says is true, either the girl swapped in the Overlord somehow, or transformed the Guardian that was already there into him. And from the sound of it, the space beyond administrative bounds is getting stronger, or bigger. I don't want to think we can ignore this even if we wanted to. Indeed, this may not only put us in danger if not nipped in the bud, but quite possibly Zamira as well. Kia? Are you okay? What's up, Kia Do? You're looking blue. Is there something bothering you that we can help with? No, it's not that. I've just been stuck with this uneasy feeling for a while. That's not good. I hope you're not coming down with something. Ellie. Seriously, I don't think it's a cold, buddy. I don't think so. It's not the same as feeling sick. It's like something about all of this is bugging me and won't go away. If it's bugging you, then that alone should raise some alarm bells for the rest of us. Actually, Milliam and I have also felt uneasy. Okay, so it's bugging you two and her. I know there's a connection there, but I'm not... Wait, Kia was some kind of being that wasn't meant to exist in a way, right? And I know Milliam and Altina were kind of created for the end of the world purposes. I don't know if it's for the same reason as you, Kia, but you're not alone in it at the very least. Yeah, I can't put my finger on why I feel it, but it's there for sure. Then it wasn't my imagination. I thought something was bothering you. Maybe it's a sign we should be treading with a little more caution here. I'd rather you feel safe. I'd rather you three feel on the safe side. It's not a matter of feeling unsafe. It's strange, yes, but it's otherwise fine. Well, if you're not worried, then I'm not gonna worry. Okay, we're one step closer to the truth beyond this place. Yeah, just be careful as we try to get more answers. The enemies are only gonna get stronger from here. Right. Yeah, well, we're not going in there just yet. Is this the final stratum, or is there more? Because I was honestly under the impression that the 5th one was the final stratum. Give me a quick second. I'm just gonna go through with what new stuff we've earned and get them all prepped. And I'm back. It was a very quick adjustment to make sure that everyone had better quartz. We're getting there slowly but surely, thankfully. Now, the next big thing is to conquer... Oh my. Now this is golden. Now, obviously, it's time to conquer this floor. I'm still trying to figure out how many freaking floors this... Oh! The enemies aren't running from me, meaning I'm finally in an area where I'm of the same level.
We'll need to be
I guess it's a good thing that I did level up a little bit before we came up here because looks like we would have a little bit of a harder time. Though from the looks of it, not too much of a hard time. It's cute that they think they're a threat though. Yeah, that was pretty stupid coming that way far.
All right.
To go that far, I mean.
All you were.
Well, I do know one thing. The way I've been grinding has clearly been wrong. I should have just been coming up here. That's okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I've never been particularly fond of these things.
I'll take
I'm just gonna take your health to heal up mine, thank you. I don't know how much more material I'd be farming from these guys.
It's gone!
But something tells me this is gonna make it a lot easier. How utterly ugly. This guy's got a lot of HP if he's being able to tank me like this. Jesus, he's out to take 3 of these things? That's a lot of HP. Oh, look at how much EXP they just gave. Another blue ceiling stone. What are the blue ceiling stones? The daydreams? I wonder what else they've got in store for us. I haven't gone through all of them, but I've gone through a couple of them, and they're very interesting. They're like a slice of life episodes, which isn't all bad, but not what I was quite expecting.
I'll hold on to it.
I didn't realize you guys were that
All
weak.
you were.
I'm so glad that Rufus can be in agreement with me about that. I don't even remember how much materials I had before coming here. I missed... Oh, that's because it was locked. I think we have scoured all of the other places. I'm still going to avoid the enemies because, in all honesty, I feel we're handling them with ease, which tells me that we're still in a good place where I can handle the bosses. Oh no, oh no. This is a precarious situation.
Remove all who stand.
Okay. I was actually genuinely expecting that that would be an enemy advantage. I'm glad it wasn't.
Time to show up.
Oh, great. It's one of these guys? I don't think so. I wasn't quite expecting to have to use all of my craft points or S-crafts on that. They still don't hit hard, but they're certainly a lot more durable. You sound awfully pleased by that. Oh, now that's an interesting pair. I wonder if they'll have something like this in Farewell Alzheimeria. I mean, I guess it would make sense if they did because of a huge catalog of characters we're going to be getting in that. And certainly not all of them are going to have, like, a big place in the story, right?
Behold my dance.
I mean, they should, technically speaking, because this is the final game and all, but I wonder if we're going to be given, like, this corridor of reality or something, and it allows us to see the party members, or kind of like have a gacha system like we did here.
Let's do this.
I am so excited to see Farewell Alzheimeria. Just from the brief glances I've got from the Japanese subs and the little S-Craft showcases that they have with the characters on my YouTube,
You vile.
they look quite promising and good. So I'm very, very interested.
My turn.
God damn. This lady's still alive? She's strong. Oh, she heals HP. I almost find this hilarious. The fact that she's actually holding her ground is astonishingly impressive.
Come.
If she actually survives this and lives to tell the tale, I think I might come back to swap her in, because holy shit. No, still, that was one hell of an impressive display. That was very impressive. She held those guys like a boss, and she did quite a bit of damage too before she died. Are they sure McBurn's the strongest and not her? Because I'm very impressed with that display of strength. When in doubt, just spam your S-crafts until it works. My ever so tried and true method. They're starting to give stronger quartz.
Let
which
us
is
be on
pretty
our way
good.
then.
That's a little less grinding for me then. Especially if I get lucky and I get like the dazzling. Oh, nice try. Especially if I get like the dazzling quartz and what have you. Okay, it did cure all of their peril. That's good. I wasn't quite sure if it would, but it's good to know that the whole wide party attack cures their paralyzed ailment too. That's cheating.
Stand in my way.
You caught me when I wasn't even I didn't even have a chance to look. I'm not really gonna have much of a choice here, but here, I really can't do anything beyond this. Oh, they're attacking each other. I'm fine with that. I still hate this status affliction. I'm not crazy about the burning floor ones, but I still hate this one the most. Ooh, now that is a good find. I don't know who, but somebody's gonna be getting an upgrade to their weapon. I know that I think I upgraded Reen. I've learned that there's more than a single upgrade when it comes to these Zymeria shards, which is both a pleasant find and an annoying one. Pleasant because, again, it's not so simple to just get the best weapon immediately. But at the same time, it's annoying because, again, for the same reasons, grindy. It's an odd bag of mixed feelings I have for that.
Bring it on.
Oh no, not these stupid turtles again. I don't want to have to do this, but I know that if I let you guys stay alive for too long, you're gonna start multiplying like freaking rabbits. The fact that it says 6th stratum and not final stratum,
Look sharp,
oh
people.
my
That
god.
one's nasty.
Yep, just from what I saw, it does in fact
It
look
works,
very
I
nasty.
guess.
But we're still, no, there's really no point in fighting it, is there? Doesn't even let me see. Again, if I didn't have better things to do, I would fight you guys, but
Remove all
goddamn
who
you.
stand in my way.
I can't be bothered with this. I take my leave. Ta-ta.
You know, Vita, you're not wrong. That's exactly how I feel. I can't be bothered to face you guys. I'm going to
can
take
move on
my
now.
leave and let you guys survive. Because believe
Let's
me,
not-
you will die if I face you. You guys are not really much of a threat, I'm sorry to say. Just a hindrance at this point. So what weirdness will we find here? Looks like another group. Oh. Isn't that interesting? We're gonna start off with this. Actually, I should have done this. Now, how much am I gonna do now? Ooh. Damn. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Wait. Is that like a okay, I was about to say, I am not doing this if he's gonna completely guard my attacks.
All you were was weak.
No, I wouldn't quite say that, Rufus. Another silver ceiling stone plus. I wonder what kind of goodies we'll find in those. Well, that was the mid-floor. Now we're on our way to the boss floor, which I'm very curious is if it's going to be the final floor or not. I know it sounds like I'm in a rush to finish this, but it's not that. It's just that I'm honestly so surprised that we're still kind of going.
It works.
I really honestly thought that
We'll surely be using this.
the 5th floor was going to be the final one. I really, in all honesty, should have known better. No!
All who stand in my way.
Again, I am with Vita on this. I cannot be bothered with you, small fry. I am terribly sorry if that sounds rude. That's a big-ass monster in the distance, I see. I'm gonna assume, because it's a prick like yeah, I knew. Oh no, it's gonna be in this area.
Sense of threat.
Don't mind me, just running through. No thank you. At some point or another, I will face you, but today is not that day. Right now, my biggest concern is just getting free items, and then making my way, to the boss. I might as well do this a couple times because
Performing together
they will
isn't
give
so
me
bad on occasion.
more of those little things that allow me to get more of my assault gauge. I think that is what it is. And I might as well use it to get their craft points to the full maximum before we face the boss of this particular floor. Nope, not today. Don't feel like fighting you. No. I thought for sure it was gonna corner me. Yep, so we'll go get that and then run back. I'd say McBurn, mouth, but I am by no means any better. I know exactly what's gonna happen here, and we're gonna grab that in just a bloody minute. First, I'm gonna grab what I can around
Surely
here
he
because
is a
we're gonna
mess.
have to make a mad dart after this, aren't we? All right.
Whoa! Don't just pop
Woo!
out of nowhere!
Well, I'm so glad I did what I had to do because holy crap. Though I should actually be facing some of you guys to help increase my CP, huh? So Rufus is the only one that's left to fill up his gauge here. And just like that, he is cleared. So now we're all set to face the boss. And I can take the chance to grab more of that stuff. Oh boy, huge
Sense of
dragon.
threatening for a
I'm
tough
so
fight.
glad this thing does not move.
Dark
The
chance.
dragons in, I think it's Cold Steel 3 or 2?
There's a
I don't know which one it is, but I know the dragons can
Hey,
be
gang, we've got a way through now.
so annoying because they're so big and they have such a wide
curious to
area.
see what's in.
And I'm not going to go through that gate right
I'll
now,
take
even
you
though I
on.
should probably do that.
I will go.
I really should go through the gate, but I'm not going to.
Just call us the Dream Team.
You are, in fact, my dream team, Crow. I was unaware this was even remotely possible. I didn't know I'd be able to get Vita in
Give it
this
here.
game. I knew at one point she had been like an extra character at the end of Cold Steel 2, but
Oh, well that
that
sure
was
looks
as
nice.
far as I thought it went. I thought that was like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'm so glad to know that it's not. Maybe it would be better even if I don't. Oh my god, there's another floor? I know I said this was going to be the final episode. Now I'm just beginning to think otherwise. It just doesn't seem to end. Look, she showed up again. But it's not just her I sense. What? Uh-oh. Is that? Oh. Oh, that's a problem. I don't remember who the dragon is, but I certainly remember the cat! Harabonia's holy beasts. I wonder if they're like... We can talk after we defeat them. Come on!
Watch out! This one's tough!
Back tenfold! Back at
Very well.
I'm glad you can find a chance to laugh at this, Vita, because I sure as hell
I will
cannot.
go.
We're gonna need this because, oh god. I gotta admit, Rosalia's beast form, fucking beautiful. Love it. Do you like facing it? Oh, hell no. They are frightening. Wait, I beat her? How much is left of your HP? Really? I couldn't see their HP bars. They're so goddamn
Humankind
big.
are evildoer. A fine performance all around.
I'm so glad you think so, Vita.
I still.
That's how.
But of
In all
course,
technicality, I guess you would say that because of what we just accomplished, but still. Okay, mysterious silhouette, I have beaten your holy beasts. Oh, for the love of... Okay, guys, what do we have to say about that? Because, she just summoned 2 holy beasts. Phew, that was quite a battle. They were the strongest guardians we've faced yet, which means... Yeah, I don't think they're who we were supposed to face here. Why must you persist? Okay. She's got a more solid form. She looks just like... I was right. She looks like Kia. Kia! They could be twins if not for the different hair and eye colors. Her aura is nothing like Kia's, though. That is because I am nothing like her. Kia is not my name. I have not been in existence for long. But at the same time, I have existed in this space since long before your arrival. You are the invaders, not me. What do you mean? How are we invaders? Yeah, weren't you guys invited? Uh-oh. Falsicities detected? The Black Mirror is responsible for the administration and supervision of the space? Irrespective of how you came to exist, your presence is an irregularity. Now requesting that you relinquish control of this area. You misunderstand. The situation may be irregular, but my existence is not. All would be well had the observer of the land of Erebos chosen not to intervene in the causality of the land of fate. You want to say that again? In English, perhaps? Intervening in causality? Does that mean what I think it does? I am so butchering that thing, the word. I know I am. But who does she mean by observer of the land of Erebos? I'm assuming she's talking about, Elysium, and by extension, Lapis? There's much that you do not know, and I do not see any reason to enlighten you. Persist in your resistance, and the consequences will be devastating. Consider this your final warning. Well, consider your warning ineffective, my dear. Can't say I understood a word of that. We should probably discuss this with the others. And it was someone who looked just like Kia who said all that? It's troubling to hear that she called us invaders. Do you have any clue what she meant? Do you have any clue what she meant, Kia? Sorry, I'm sure you're just as confused as the rest of us. Yeah. But while she was talking, I got this strange feeling. That vague sense of unease I've been feeling suddenly felt much stronger. If only I knew who she is. I couldn't sense a single thing from her. That's never happened to me before. I see. It's no wonder you're feeling nervous then. For real. If you couldn't sense anything about her destiny at all, that goes beyond unusual. I don't know. I'm beginning to think this person is like McBurn in the sense that she's from the other reality or the other world or whatever it is that McBurn had come from. But then again, he would say that he sensed familiarity with her, right? And he didn't. But at the same time, it could be possible that this person is like the real form of who Kia was, and Kia is the husk of which was dropped into this world. Just food for thought. Well, I imagine this is all far from a coincidence. That includes her being here and her choosing to assume Kia's appearance. Maybe so, but I don't even have dots to connect here. Same here, I'm totally lost. There's something niggling at me, that's a word, but I can't put my finger on it. In what way? Well, I think it's safe to assume that she is somehow related to Kia. But I don't feel like she's only related to Kia. That's all. Sorry. I wish I had more to contribute. No, I'm glad you told us. That could help point us in the right direction. You still getting that strange feeling, Milliam? Yeah, if anything, it's stronger than ever. I wonder what the reason for that could be. I'm sure the unclouded eye technique would be invaluable here. But before we go into that, I've got a question for you, Black Mirror. Just what is the Reverie Corridor? That's a good question. Yeah, kinda hard to grapple the harder problems when we don't even have the first clue on the basics. We were summoned here one day. If my understanding of this place was correct, it was to help train us for what was to come with this fake green and whatnot. It's helped us get stronger, so it's cool it exists, but we know next to nothing about its true nature. It may be difficult to comprehend with your scope of understanding, but I will try to answer. The Reverie Corridor is a term applied to realms that can be expanded freely in order to fulfill a specific purpose. The gnomes used these as proving grounds to select future awakeners for the Divine Knights. Excuse me? It should be noted, however, that the administration feature was not part of my original functions. Really? But didn't you tell us you were the space's administrator? The Black Mirror is a system designed to watch over causality and guard its laws from interference. Roughly 12,000 years ago, I detected the near limitless scanning of those laws by Elysium's predictions. This caused me to forcibly reactivate from sleep mode. A whole system built to watch over causality. No pressure. So we're here, in essence, because of Elysium. But didn't we already know that? But what do you mean by forcibly reactivate? By the time I had reactivated, Elysium had already deployed manifestations of the impossible on a vast scale. It was apparent that my original functions would not suffice, and so I created a Reverie Corridor in a high-level phase space. Through the Black Mirror's administration, I aim to bring out the true potential of its visitors. I see. That explains quite a bit, though there is still plenty that's beyond our understanding. Even this is a whole lot to take in, really. Elysium was capable of making the impossible possible in Zemeria. Defeating something of that nature should not have been out of reach. The only reason we emerged victorious was because we trained in a place that, like Elysium, was not of this world. So that's why you brought us here. Can't play by the rules when you're up against something that calculates your every move. When you look back on it, it's easy to see that the space was the key to our victory. And even with the training we gained through here, overcoming Elysium was no easy task. It took all we had to eke out victory. That we won makes being brought here worth its while, so thank you, Black Mirror. As you can tell, we could have easily lost our fight without your intervention. So if the girl in white is really causing trouble here, then we'll fight again to keep things here right. See, that's the thing. I don't feel like she's the problem. Yeah, it's our responsibility to see what Elysium left behind the same way we dealt with Elysium before itself. Hey, I should be the one saying that. I just want to get this done and over with so I can go back to being lazy. Nadia. Oh boy. Now that I got a better idea of what's going on, I'm all fired up to fix it. That doesn't feel like an appropriate reaction to these grim circumstances, but I understand the sentiment. I'm right there with her. I want to know why you two are getting that weird feeling, and sitting here worrying about it won't get me answers. Taking care of things directly has always been this group's way of anyway. To each his own, I suppose. Alright, this is as fine as a time as any to ask something that's been on my mind for some time now. I want to know who you are, Black Mirror. It's hard not to wonder who is capable of interfering with the laws of causality and shifting our circumstances like so. Hold on. Whatever you're suggesting, Rufus, I've been asking the same questions myself. We're talking to an entity that can create a space like this. Yeah, this place is on the same scale as a phantasma? The girl referred to the Black Mirror as the observer of the land of Erebos, didn't she? Couple that with the Black Mirror calling itself a system designed to watch over causality, and it gives me an idea. I think the Black Mirror is... I see now. You have observed the Empire for a very long time indeed, haven't you? While authoring the Black Records. Excuse me? No way. You're telling me this thing's the one that's been making the Black Records? I had a feeling. The Black Mirror's true identity is likely one of the many artifacts left behind in the phase space. The causality recording machine, or engine. Azoth? That name appeared in the final chapter of the records, of the Black Records. That answers that then. No, actually it doesn't, because, as of this recording, I still have not completed the second run-through of, Cold Steel 2, and I have not yet read those records, so no, that tells me absolutely nothing, game. Correct. Azoth and the Black Mirror are one and the same, with Azoth being the initial identifying title. 12,007 years before the present time, I was activated by Honor the Initiator and have since existed as the Black Records. I used the Spirit Vein synchronization with the Spirit Shrines to record and preserve major events for all eternity. So for all these years, you've been watching over Erebonia while trying to steer it down the right path. The Black Records were an incredible guide for us, yeah. They were also the foundation of His Excellency's plan. Everything has fallen into place for me now. You gotta be pretty devoted to your job to keep at it for over 12,000 years, but it paid off big for us. I had no idea that was how the Black Records came to be passed down through our family. As a descendant of House Honor, I can hardly begin to express my gratitude. I can't quite relate as much as all of you from the Empire can. But now that we partially know the meaning behind what the girl said, it makes me curious about the situation. Oh, yeah, that. Land of Fate. The causality of the Land of Fate part rings a bell for some reason. Same for me. It's at the tip of my tongue, too. Yeah. For all of you guys? It looks like it's just the SSS. I knew it! That's what it is! Let me guess, it's got Kia, right? It's got to do with Kia? Because Kia had mentioned at the end, when we were facing the fake green, that Lloyd and that group had been killed. And because Kia couldn't deal with that, she reset it all. So is she the one who did that? The interfering? Oh, well, I'm sure it'll be made clear as we keep going. Honestly, that's all we can do if we want more answers. I'm sure that wasn't the last time the girl will show herself before us. Now to find her and continue on. Indeed. But with great caution. Our enemies are only growing stronger. That is advice best heeded. The next stratum will be the last. Mind that its erosion rate is over 12%. There's likely some irregularity present. May your investigation shed some light into this.